just
This call is now being recorded.
in particular, we're looking at these funny curves that join up all over the place. Now, these are very common. You've got circles that connect to circles, circles that connect to lines, tangencies that will smoothen out. Yeah, lah, whatever lah. Tangents, lots of tangents. So we're gonna look at one particular tangent today. We're gonna be looking at arc tangent, or rather, arc tangent to two arcs. So we'll break that down later. Basically, we've got just this drawing. Okay, for today, we're just gonna do this drawing. Do it on one piece of paper. Keep all your construction lines and don't dimension the views. Later on, we add dimensions, but I mean the drawing is already complicated enough with all the construction lines without trying to add your dimensions as well. So what are we looking at here? We are looking at arc tangent to two arcs. So the concept here is, let's choose, let's just say it's black, whatever. Arc tangent to two arcs. So the arc here meaning this arc here refers to this arc over here, and its tangent meaning here and here, to two arcs meaning this arc over here and this arc over here. So you see plenty of it. There's plenty of arc tangents to two arcs. Here's another one, and here another one. Yeah. So how do we create that in manual drawing? If it's AutoCAD, then it's simple. We already seen how to do that. Right? We just choose tangent circle, then we choose tangent, give a radius, and then AutoCAD will do the rest for us. For manual drawing, the idea is quite straightforward. Basically, you want to find the intersect, you want to find the center point. Okay, so there's a center point you must find, and you must also find where the arc stops. So how do we find that? How do we find that? So let's get rid of that. We've got a few radiuses that we are thinking of. We've got R15. So let's call this one R1. Then we've got R, what's this size over here? Here also R15. Because you see it's 2 dash R15. So both of these are R15. R2 is also 15. The radius of the arc we want is 14. So all we have to do really is take 15, the R1, plus R, and we strike an arc. So let's do that. Let's just, come back. So let's say I'm just going to use something like this, and I'm just going to pretend, since I don't have a ruler, I'm just going to pretend that this is 14. Okay, so this 15, 14 is slightly just about double the size. So let's just say it's this. Okay, so I take my compass and then strike. Strike. Strike an arc here. Then I take again my compass and I strike an arc. Then what you will find is there will be a center point. There will be some center point, and then you take a ruler and you connect those center to that intersection. And then here again, center to the intersection. So the reason we're doing that is we want to know where the tangent is going to end. Of course, this isn't very accurate because this isn't actually 15 plus 14, but you get the idea. And then after that, we can just take our compass, say it's 14, that's our center point, and then just draw the arc. Like that. Of course, with a proper ruler, then this will be more accurate. But you get the idea. That's how we're supposed to do arc, tangent to two arcs. The rest are also similar. This one is just a straight line, so you could literally just use a ruler to do that. Straight line between these two circles here, and then you've got another R16 here, and then you've got R12 here. So that one will be yet another one of these arc tangents to two arcs. So up to you. Just do the same thing. The radius of one circle plus the arc you want, and then the other radius of the second circle plus the arc that you want. That will give you the intersection point. That will be the center point for you to draw the arc. The rest, I leave it to you. Again, just need a little bit of creativity, and you should be able to figure out how to draw all these. Don't have to overcomplicate things as long as you have the shape. So what's important here will be you definitely need to make sure that everything is done with construction lines. You definitely need to know how much space you need. So this will give you, here's 44 over here, plus minus a little bit, or you can estimate maybe the whole thing will be, let's say 90. Then the height is probably going to be 57 times 2, let's say it's 100, let's say it's 120. Agak-agak lah, something like that lah. Maybe plus a bit more, let's say 140. So you know your drawing is going to take 140 by 90. So you arrange that on your piece of paper. You figure out first, on this piece of paper, how much space I'm going to need. Draw everything first with construction lines, and then finally finish up with solid lines. So in case this is not clear, again, lots of resources on the internet. What we're looking here is arc tangent to two arcs. This will be the keyword if you want to look for some resources.